Hello and welcome to what is guaranteed to be a train wreck of a live stream. If you haven't met me before, my name is Jacob Jewett, and this is my channel that I'm trying to get off the ground again. So I started this channel about about 3 years ago when I was living in Bakersfield, California, and with the idea of the channel was to help people with training and stuff like that. So I was a trainer for Kaplan College and UEI, and I got tired of seeing people come in and get charged a lot of money for something that they were only getting a certificate for. So the whole idea originally about putting this channel online was to basically put together the content that I was doing, training people through Kaplan College and UEI, and provide that information for free online. I've noticed a lot of people that do provide information like CompTIA certifications and stuff like that, or training on CompTIA certifications. They offer their content, but it's usually behind a paywall. Or some kind of subscription fee. So the whole idea behind this channel is to provide the information out there. Of course, I got to add the disclaimer that I can't guarantee that you're going to pass the certification off of the information I provide, but I'm going to do the best I can to provide correct information and information that should help you. But again, with anything, you get out of it what you put into it. So if you study, if you prepare well for the certification, you should pass. And hopefully with the videos I'm going to produce on this channel, that'll be helpful. So you may notice my eyes, my right eye is a little bit puffy right now. I just had major surgery on my, not major surgery, but I had surgery on my eye. And one of the reasons why this channel has gone dead for a period of time is because I would make videos. For example, if you look at my channel, you'll see that I have videos that I've posted in the past for CompTIA A+ certification, but it's only like chapter 1 and 2. The reason for that is I would get really stuck into the minutia of creating a video, and just like I'm sure most people, when they look at themselves in videos and stuff like that, a lot of times you don't like seeing yourself on video. So that was kind of the case with me, especially with the lazy eye. I couldn't get my eye to cooperate. So now that I got that situation fixed, and with the new year and stuff, I've had some friends asking me to bring this channel back to life, and I've certainly invested enough money into equipment for this channel. So therefore, yeah, I definitely want to get this channel off the ground and hopefully help people. So really what I'm doing is not just one channel, I'm doing 3 different channels. If you see behind me, there's a background for basically a Boy Scout background. This background I built, and on one side it's Boy Scout related information. On the other side, it's basically set up to look like a business kind of setup, or kind of a business kind of studio, or a training kind of studio. And that's about the extent of the production value you're going to get on me setting up a set. I'm not going to be fake on this channel. I am, hey Cameron, nice to see you, man. Anyway, I'm not going to be fake or try to be overproduction on this channel. In the past, I have been trying to make every video perfect, and the videos never get out there because I I get, again, caught up in the minutia of creating a video, and it just, I don't end up happy with it. So if you saw my last live, which is available on my YouTube channel right now, where you can watch the previous live, I've always kept my lives up and I never take them down. You will see that I kind of talked about that. So again, this is going to be 3 different channels. The first 2 channels, the main channel, which is this one here, is going to be based on doing training, and I'll cover some of the material I've put together so that you see that I am actually going to produce some videos. I have a lot of information I've put together. The studio is still kind of being put together. It's in my basement. If you watched my last video, you probably heard a lot of noise upstairs and stuff like that because I'm doing this channel out of an active house. I have a wife and kids, and you know, they're trying to live their life too, and I'm trying to do this channel at the same time. So what I'm going to do is hopefully with the lavalier mic and stuff, that it's a lot better and the sound is coming out better than the last video. But the first channel, again, I'm sorry if I'm bouncing all over the place, but this is pretty much off script. The first channel is going to be on training. I'm going to focus first on CompTIA related certifications. That's where a lot of my background is. I'm also going to look at doing certifications on like Microsoft stuff and things like that, but kind of build that as I go. As I build training on this channel, all the material I create, whether it's PowerPoint, scripts, or anything like that, will also be posted on my website that I've put up, which is currently my personal website. That's jacobjewett.com. You can also get there by .me or .me or any of those. But anything I put together here will also be available on that website. Again, all the material is going to be free. It's not going to be behind any kind of paywall. I'm not going to turn on monetization with the channel. So again, Jacob Jewett, IT training consulting will be all training videos that I put together and live streams like this that I put up for free. And again, no monetization or anything like that. I really want to just put this information out there. The other channel I started, and I don't have any content on it yet, but I'm going to put content on it, is a channel that I've named Blind Leading the Blind. And basically what that is that's going to be a channel where when I'm figuring out things myself, typically when I go to train myself or figure things out that I haven't done before, I, you know, like anyone, will do a Google search or try to find content or use Safari books online or whatever content I'm looking at. I'll do that search, and a lot of times I find that when people are telling you how to do something, they forget a whole bunch of things, and you end up having to do a lot of research yourself to figure out, okay, how do I get from point A to point B and to point C or whatever, and that can be a challenge. So what I want to do is, as I learn things or as I put the studio together, put my like stream deck together and different things I'm doing, record that as well and put that on the channel that I'm calling The Blind Leading the Blind. So that's the first 2 channels. So Jacob Jewett IT Consulting and or Training and Consulting. I told you this stream was going to be a train wreck. And The Blind Leading Blind are 2 channels that I'm going to focus primarily on IT related content. I have some friends that are in the IT industry as well. Matter of fact, Cameron jumped in and did a text or a chat a little bit ago, and he works in the IT industry. One of the things I would like to do is get some friends together that actually work in IT and chat about IT, and maybe a live stream or something like that, to where people that are interested in getting into IT can ask questions and actually see if it's the right fit for them, or where to go and how to do it and stuff like that. So what's the starting blocks and what you need to do to get where you want to go. So that's those first two channels, that's what I want to focus on there. So training material, live streams. This live stream is not the only one. I plan on doing live streams every Wednesday and Sunday, and they'll all start at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 6 p.m. Pacific, and it's kind of a New Year's resolution for me. I'm going to do these every week, Wednesday and Sunday, and just try to put content out there, show you what I'm doing, how I'm putting things together, which I'll cover here in a second. I've done some work in my basement to get this stuff together, and so it's a little choppy right now because I'm actually putting my main recording system together, getting all the cameras set up, getting the stream deck set up, things like that, all of which I'm trying to get some content for my Blind Leading the Blind channel that I'm going to be doing. So those are the two channels. The third channel I'm going to do is going to be Boy Scout related, or not Boy Scout, but scouting related centric in content. So in my day-to-day life, I'm a IT professional, IT security professional, and when I'm not working, when I'm not trying to create content or videos or have like a side hobby or whatever, I'm very involved in scouting. I've been a scout since I was 9 years old, and I kind of never left it. My boys are in scouting now, and I'm very involved in my local council as far as being a unit commissioner, and also I'm involved with a local troop as an assistant scoutmaster, and I just would like to create some content with that. So as I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, the wall you see behind me is actually on wheels, and I've built it so that I can rotate it and kind of change it depending on the video I'm doing. I threw this one together so you get the Boy Scout content right now anyway. So that's that. So some of the content I'm looking at. So right now the studio is set up for 3 camera angles. I have the front view, which you see me on right now, and then I have a GoPro set up to do, of course, this angle where I can, I guess, turn when I'm recording videos or whatever, turn and actually talk to this camera here, and then I have another angle, which is just another side view, and the equipment I'm using is very minimal equipment. I don't have a huge budget. I'm certainly not a Hollywood studio or anything like that. So I'm using, I got 2 Logitech webcams I'm using right now, and I have a GoPro that I'm also using for video, and I'm trying to work with other things. So the other thing I also have set up is I have it set up so I have external laptop connected, and on this laptop currently I have some of the content that I've put together. So the first certification that I'm going to work on this channel is going to be the CompTIA IT Fundamentals Plus, and that is a certification that basically gets people's toes wet in the IT industry, and it's a starting point. CompTIA themselves describe it as a starting point to figure out what part of IT you want to get into. So here, one of the things I'm doing different is in previous videos, what I would do is I would try to complete a whole chapter of content before posting it. So I do like, oh, I killed my camera. I would do chapter 1 or in chapter 2 and things like that, and those videos would take forever. They would literally go on for hours. If you look at my YouTube channel, the past content that I've created, I had chapter 1 was like an hour and something minutes, and chapter 2 was another hour or two of content, and it's just it's a lot. I know that people don't want to sit through that much information, and it can get kind of boring and stuff like that. So what I'm trying to do is I'm changing my content to being based on the CompTIA published objectives for certification. So I'll actually go over like objective 1.1 or 1.2, and I'm hitting the objectives individually so that it'll result in shorter videos. And if you're studying for a certification and you want to, get some help either through a live stream or through my YouTube videos, you can kind of ingest the data by objective rather than trying to ingest the data through a whole chapter and cram in this whole hour thing. So again, I'm hoping if I do it by objective, it'll shorten the period of the videos and allow you to kind of get chunks of whatever you want. Or if, let's say you're studying A+ certification and you already know about hardware and you need to know something about software, let's say Windows 10 or Mac OS or something like that, and that's all you're really looking for. Since I'm going to do it based on objective-based video creation, you can go to that objective directly rather than having to watch through a whole chapter. Because if you're watching through a whole chapter, you're going to get a whole bunch of content versus what you actually need out of the content. So that's something that I'm working on. So I'm going to go to laptop view real quick, and I'm going to show you. So I got some of the information together. This one goes over the notational systems that computers use. But if I minimize this here, you'll see that I've downloaded all the objectives for certifications that CompTIA provides. Hence, that's the first one I'm kind of going after, and that's how I'm going to break it down. Is so if you see that that PowerPoint I had up has the compare and contrast. Compare and contrast notational systems. That's what I'm going to focus on for one video. And then the next one, I'm going to go down and focus on this area for one video, and so on and so forth. But I do have a bunch of content already created. So I'm looking to have this first collection of videos out for the fundamentals. I'm hoping to have this out probably by the end of the month, and I'll publish it as one whole video, not one whole video, but one whole collection of videos, which will be included in basically a playlist. So you can either follow the playlist, or you can go to individual sections that you want to check out. The other thing I'm going to do is, if you want to punish yourself, you can go to my website. Let me pull that up real quick. I should have had that queued. There we go. Anyway, you can go to my website, and my website is going to have a section on it. It doesn't have the section currently, but it's going to have a section on it where up here you'll see professional scouting, And there's going to be another section called YouTube, where again, all the content that I put together for videos is going to be published here as well. So there'll be an embedded video on the website that we'll link to it, but with that embedded video will be the PowerPoints that I put together, notes that I've put together, links to sites that I found informational that are helpful, kind of to take a lot of the work out of trying to collect the information you need to prepare for certification. So that's where a lot of my content is going to be posted. Again, all of it's going to be available through YouTube, which again, I'm not going to monetize. I did put together a Patreon account that if people find the information that I provide useful and want to help me out, because I'm essentially doing all this content out of my own pocket and my wife's pocket, I guess, since we're personally kind of just funding it, and I'm not going to turn on monetization, I'm not going to advertise and stuff like that. I mean, if I get a company that offers to, sponsor me on something, I may do like a mention during a video or something like that. If the channel ever gets that big, who knows? You never know with YouTube, right? So if it did get that big and I got a sponsor, that's about as far as I would monetize it. Otherwise, I'm looking for people to help me out through Patreon, which you could find in the description of this video. And that I have like 4 different tiers set up. They're all described on Patreon, and everything from $1 to $5 to 10 to 25 a month or whatever, and they have different perks. But again, none of that stuff is going to be behind any kind of paywall, meaning even if you support me through Patreon, it's not going to be like, oh, you have to support me through Patreon to get certain content. There is a creator I follow, Jewett. He does some neat videos sometimes on new technology and stuff like that. And, they've gotten into the practice where they will produce a video like a week before they publish it on YouTube. They'll produce a video and it's like, gee whiz, well, if you support me or you subscribe, you get this video a week before anyone else does. The most I would do is like 24 hours before. But, and that's, again, all the content you would get if you were a Patreon supporter or not a Patreon supporter would be the same content. Also, I want to be very interactive. So I want to, I'm human, as we all are, and we make mistakes. So I'm open to suggestion. I'm open to, if you find an error in my video, let me know and I'll correct it. And I'm also open to like having these live streams be somewhat of a open discussion. And, I pretty much left chat open to everyone, except for I have it on slow mode just so I don't get inundated. But all of my contact information is in the description of the video. So if you got a question on IT stuff or whatever, I'll do my best to answer it. Again, I'm not perfect, so therefore I can't guarantee I'll get to everything, but this channel right now is small enough that there's a pretty good chance I'll get to it. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. So there's, again, 3 channels I'm going to do. The main channel, the training, the second channel, which is blind leading the blind, and the third channel is going to be on scouting related material. And then the other thing I'm going to do, just to always remember what I want to do, like don't sell out kind of thing and all that, is I'm going to put together basically a mission statement This is what I plan to do. This is how I plan to do it. So that will be published on my website, and that will cover. Oh, looks like I lost some communication there. Ooh, it's red. It's red. Let's see how bad it is here. I need to get a better connection for streaming. But anyway, that's definitely something I got to correct, is get a better connection for streaming. But not enough data to remove. Okay. I told you guys this is going to be a train wreck. So anyway, so the information I'm putting together again will all be on the website, and the mission statement would be posted, and just kind of go from there. So that's basically all I have to talk about. I don't know if anyone wants to put anything in chat and go from there, but unfortunately, I think I need to do some configuration, make sure that what YouTube is receiving from me is make sure that the information I'm sending YouTube is a good stream. So I'm gonna work on that configuration, and hopefully my next live stream will be better. This is my first live stream on my big system. The previous live stream I did, which was Sunday, was on my laptop. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Oh well, I better announce what I plan to do. So I plan on doing the fundamentals of IT, which is the first certification I kind of showed already, and then I'm going to move to CompTIA A+ certification. Then I'm going to go to Net Plus, Security Plus, and then kind of step up the certifications all the way through. Some of those certifications I personally already hold. They may have expired. I know I hold the current A+ certification, Net Plus, Security Plus, and Project Plus. But as I go through, I guess part of the test of my content will also be the fact that I'm going to recertify in those areas too, just to make sure that I'm not giving junky information and I actually know what the heck I'm talking about. So anyway, train wrecking 101, big sexy. Let's talk about your next group streaming. Antonio, you are more than welcome to join that group streaming. I think the first thing I'm gonna have to figure out, Antonio, is to make sure that my crappy Comcast connection, for some reason I pay for like a gig down and 25 up, but I'm lucky if I get 5 megabits per second up, and like 200 and something down. So I gotta figure out what's going on there. But I'm going to do some configurations that what's nice about OBS, which you know about, Antonio, I turned you on to OBS. One of the improvements that they did with it is it does interface with YouTube very nicely, and it does have the ability to do some configuration testing and stuff like that, to try to make it a lot smoother. During this stream, it's gone yellow and red a couple times. That's why you keep on seeing me look to the side here, is because I'm trying to monitor it, because again, this is the first stream I've done on this system, and I knew it was going to be pretty much a train wreck. So, you know, hey, I said that this stuff isn't going to be super scripted, as far as like, it's not going to be super polished. I'm going to be really authentic with this channel and the other 2 channels. You're going to get me as who I am, not the fake me, not, Jacob trying to be like this super, like, hey guys, you're pretty much going to get me as who I am, and you can either take it or leave it the way it is. So Comcast, you're screwed forever. Use the yeah, I agree with that, Antonio. I don't like them myself, but unfortunately, one of the things that we bought this house was look at what kind of internet services we had. So we're kind of stuck with what we got right now. But I'm always looking at the other options. Supposedly Verizon is supposed to come into the area with their fiber at some point. But then again, if they don't, they just announced that they're going to basically upgrade their whole network to 5G in the area. And they do have a solution where you can get the unlimited, you can get the mobile modem unlimited, and that has the potential of having a better throughput than what I currently get through Comcast, unfortunately. So it looks like the stream slowed down again. Hopefully it's not too terrible. I'll watch this back and see how terrible it is, but I didn't get to do a lot of testing on this before this live stream, so I've seen it go down to yellow and red a couple of times, but we'll get corrected. But anyway, I've chatted on pretty long-winded for the last 36 minutes, or actually, if you don't include the countdown, 32 minutes. So I'm gonna close this out. If you have any questions, or Antonio, if you want to join a stream with me, or Cameron, I see both of you here. If you guys want to join a stream with me and chat and do a live stream together, I'm definitely open to that. And which you guys know I enjoy talking with you, and I think you guys have some good insights to share as well. So anyway, enough talking tonight. Thank you for everyone that joined and watched the train wreck. Keep tuned. I'll keep posting things on Facebook. I'll keep posting things on Twitter, and let everyone know that I'm a train wreck that seems to not go off the tracks this time. So I think if you go back to my video archive, I have a video. Matter of fact, my manager at work saw this video, and he gets the biggest kick out of it. There's one video I did as a live stream when I had a good internet connection and we still lived in Bakersfield, where during the live stream there was a fly that would not leave me alone, and during the live stream you see me swatting at the fly and doing all kinds of stuff. So yeah, let's definitely do it, Antonio. I'll contact you and we'll get together and figure it out how we can put it together. It'll be the cross-country live stream. That would be fun. Anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for putting up with my train wreck. And if you want to re-experience this train wreck, the video will be available online. And one of the things I've done since I started this channel is I've never taken down a live stream or a recording of a live stream, because I thought it would be neat for posterity. So, anyway, thank you again for joining me. You guys have a good evening. I'll talk to you later. I'm sure I'll catch up with some of the people that are on this live stream watching offline. So anyway, thank you again. Have a good one. Goodbye.